Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Spirit Hunters Infinite Horde. Today, we are taking another look at a Magnus spotlight. Again, we are kind of focusing on Magnus because he is sort of the one that I did leave forgotten in the past. We are taking a look at his arrow affinity, which is 20% chance to heal 1 HP on cast. So our goal is to, obviously, get the cooldown of this arrow as fast as humanly possible. We're going for the basic Desert Ruins. It has a lot of bosses, has a lot of open space, it's a lot of fun, and a lot of good surrounds in it. Our goal, we're going to be taking damage. Health is health is something that we can use to our advantage, and we can also just count on it for our survival, obviously. Our goal in this is just to have fun, try and take some damage. We gain 10 health on level up, plus we do gain the lovely, just 20% chance to heal for 1. So we can take essentially whatever we want. We want to have damage on us at all times, just to see how things go. I'm not gonna take Tornado there. It kills too many enemies in random directions. I kind of want to get stuff that does not kill too much. So you know what? Let's take the Bone as our last one. And there we go. Let's get our health nice and low off of these lovely shell enemies. You just want to see your health tick back up. Again, already got a cooldown. Fantastic. Come on, let's go. Oh, nope. Nope. It's actually kind of hard to kill yourself in certain stages of the game, especially with certain ability sets. So, hey, it happens. As per usual, when we do select an ability, we will be focusing on that as our primary. We do always like to have a primary weapon, and in this case, it is indeed the arrow. So, the beauty of the arrow, it is both a boss killer and a wave clear, so it's honestly it's the most well-rounded abilities, but it's also one of the jack of all trades, master of none abilities. It does hit hard. It has, you can direct it, which is on one hand nice, on another hand, it's also nice to not have to worry about causing it a direction, as with most other abilities. There are very few abilities that you actually have control over the direction, so having one with control, it's one of those things that's like, oh, this is great, and then when you really sit down to it, you're like, it's kind of nice when I don't have to worry about it. It's sort of an all or nothing thing. If all of your abilities have to be directional, then you're like, oh, this is great, because, this is a directional that's in multiple directions. Yay! If pretty much none of your abilities are, you're kind of like, oh, this is a little bit of a hassle. I actually have to do stuff now. And here we go. We're actually just standing still, and that's the beautiful thing. We're going to stand still, gain a couple of hearts from that chest, as is tradition, and we killed the boss with our arrow. I mean, the arrow is a good ability, but again, not the best. It's not the best at any one thing, I should say. It can clear out waves once you get enough cooldown. Nowhere near as effective as Cleave, of course. It can... still don't have enough for a reroll. Let's just focus on the Grand Hex, my favorite personal ability. So it can clear out waves. It has the damage to take out anything. The +3 damage on level up is immense. The cooldown gets it to almost the same as other boss killers, Now, at the same time, almost the same, being 0.2 seconds compared to 0.1 seconds of bone. Now, you can say that's almost the same, but at the same time, that 0.1 second is actually pretty immense. It's substantial how big that 0.1 seconds is. It's 100% difference. Same thing with shurikens, which, while they do not have a official cooldown that you can really say, realistically you can say they're shooting 36 shurikens, or 38 shurikens, I apologize, within approximately 3.2 seconds. So they are actually the fastest firing, with the highest crit rate, and so they are definitely the most efficient boss killer out there. For me personally, the Bone is the second most efficient, although the Bone is the most preferred. I'm a big fan of the bone. Don't ever get me wrong there. And the arrow is essentially the best of the next set. Cleave is actually pretty close to bone, especially if you play it with Maxine. And arrow with Maxine does not get just percent-based cooldown. So not getting percent-based cooldown does mean that Cleave does have a benefit there. And as you can see, we're already getting our cooldown pretty low. I am still taking damage because, you know what? I think we're still fine at 70 health. I mean, it's amazing how tanky this character feels. I know Conrad is the quote-unquote tank. He is the beast. He is the well-armored chunky boy. But look at that, we were just at 70 health. We leveled up twice, we're at 100. And you can see our health slowly ticking up, 109, 111. We're going to hit 112. Boom, we just hit 112. 122 even, because we leveled. You know, it really... The amount of health gain that you have with this character is ridiculous. I mean, I hate this character, personally. And I don't mean hate in like a really negative way. I know hate is very strong, but it's just this character brings nothing but survival, and for me, survival is the least fun aspect of the game. You know? Whereas Maxine brings speed to weapons, and Conrad usually brings size to weapons. Vivian brings just more experience, so you can get weapons higher. You know? Just pure, unadulterated survival, to me, is boring. That being said, he does it really, really, really well. I mean, now that we're at Arrow, I don't know how to... at Arrow max cooldown, I don't know how to take damage short of standing still. And I'll show you what I mean. Right now, like, we took a tiny bit of damage there. But if I'm walking anywhere, and I just do very little, everything's gonna die. This Arrow already is at 34 damage. We'll keep increasing its size because damage is currently, I say uncapped, damage is actually capped at 40 levels, which there is no way possible that we would hit, especially with this character. But damage is currently capped at 40 levels. And I'm actually going to use this time to talk about some of the things that devs are saying. Yay, devs! So there are changes coming in the next patch. I believe we are all expecting some very good, fun things. I need to take some damage. All right, I wanted this boss to hit me. I'm gonna stay still and face this direction and see if these guys can even hit me from behind. I don't know because the arrow kind of spawns from behind, so I don't know if I can actually take damage. Okay, they can. Okay, good. Let's take some damage. I'll let some experience go to waste. That's perfectly fine. So yes. So, oh my god. Just, as you can see, I'm literally standing still. I need the experience. I'm sorry. It's an addiction. It's a problem. I need to go to counseling. But I see this much experience around me, and I cannot not pick it up. Okay, let's stand here and let some vines, hopefully... Nope. The Grand Hex killed him. That's fine. That's fine. So, the devs are talking about changes to weapons, and weapon levels will be capped at 25, is the new goal. So, currently the cap is level 40, and again, there's basically no way that you're getting any banner to level 40, but the goal is to cap it at 25, and also reduce the necessity for having things as high. I believe cooldown may be either removed or modified to a large degree because they do not find it fun to basically say, well, to play with this weapon, I need to invest 10 levels in cooldown, and then I can finally have fun in the game. Let's let these guys, these black wasps will definitely start hitting us. Fantastic. We've done it! We're taking damage! Oh, it was painful. Like, you know what? Let's just take the crystals. The damage mitigation would be too strong right now. We're trying to take damage. Well, those things are hitting us for like 30. It is pretty impressive. But you can see her health still just ticking. Okay, there we go. We've gotten to flashing. I am happy with flashing health, and there are no more of them. So fantastic. So yes, the goal, I believe, for the devs is to no longer be reliant on you have to have... Oh, God, we're over 100 health already. Look at our health just tick up and up and up. It's amazing. Look at the health ticks. 16. Oh, that's a heart. All right, fine. 38, 39, 40, 41, 2, 3. You know, again, it's just a proc chance, but we're up to 46 already. It goes quick. This is strong. I am a fan. It is pretty amazing. Is it my favorite Magnus ability? No, for sure. But it is not weak in the slice. Pretty much all of Magnus's are fairly even. There are definitely some stronger than others. But at the same time, you know, they're all strong enough where you're pretty tanky. Again, I think you are essentially more tanky than Conrad, as long as you get used to dodging. Once you get used to dodging in this game, and it's only going to get easier, the tankiness of Magnus is going to far exceed Conrad's tankiness, because the move speed changes are happening. Characters are going to be moving faster. I believe it is approximately 10% faster, something along those lines. The hitboxes will be less quote-unquote janky, as I would call them. And janky is never a good thing to have with hitboxes, so you will be able to dodge things significantly easier. So our dodge ability will go up, and with our dodge ability going up, move speed becomes that much more important. Damage reduction, well, if we're dodging and not getting hit, far less important. Healing, quite nice, of course. The amount of healing that we're doing is probably more than we would be saving with damage reduction. The damage reduction would be more beneficial in a situation where we basically go from full health to dead, but in a long-term run where we're taking bits of damage here, bits of damage there, the health regen is actually far more impactful than the damage reduction. So I do hate to say that does sort of negate Conrad's big damage reduction thing. Although he does have significantly more health, so he can take the hits. But the sheer amount of effective HP that Magnus has with... I mean, we took a hit, we just healed basically to full just with arrow itself right there. And again, we're not even really being too dedicated at the moment. I will say, I want to restart the game again to have less web unlocked. Unfortunately, right now, because my plan was to do the, the new game, unlock the web game. I have unlocked the web, and there are save slots coming. So I am definitely waiting for save slots at this point. I don't want to just start another new game to do the whole web tree again just before save slots come. So that is effectively my thing. Again, the whole tree is unlocked. I did get all of the things. As you can see, this mine did pop very quickly. And that's because we do have all of the fantastic mine abilities. So yeah, it's definitely a very good thing. And while moving around, I have a hard time getting hit. Arrow is too strong. Again, I can't preface enough that it's not the strongest. I would love it to be the strongest. Mag Slime, fantastic. I love you. I love you, Mag Slime. And we'll take some of those. Why not? So Arrow is just... it's a fantastic weapon. I just wish it was a master of something. It is the easiest to focus something down because you can very well just target something, and it is one of the few. Ooh, look at that! Let's make this arrow a little bit bigger. Although I guess I shouldn't, because again I'm quote unquote trying to take damage, and that is my goal. I do want to take damage. I'm actually trying to walk into enemies, but I can't. And I don't want this entire video to just be me standing in one place trying to get an enemy to walk up behind me. So, it's actually Dead. Okay. Nope. Anything? No? No, nobody. See, like, this is the video of me trying to take damage, and this is the best way that I can take damage, and we're effectively still killing everything. And pretty much none of my other abilities have that many points in them. I mean, my Grand Hex has very few, and it's killing things substantially. I will admit, I could be in a better position, but look at that. I mean, I guess my Grand Hex has 12. Okay. You know, but it really doesn't have much in the way of cooldown. It doesn't have much. The AoE is decent, but not much in damage. The bone has 0. It's just, I don't even know. Let's get out of this spot that's going to effectively funnel the enemies to a point where they can't hit us. So let's get to more open space. That will help, I think, being in more open space. They can surround me better. Maybe then they can hit me. But this kind of goes to show how powerful the web is. I mean, again, we don't have very many points into things. Now, again, this is also part of the power of the arrow itself. We have tons of damage in it. Oop, I started firing them there. That's perfectly fine. And we do have the Black Wasps. The Black Wasps will save us by hitting us, theoretically. Look at that. We're actually taking some hits from time to time. I think. Not many. They don't hit that hard. We definitely chose not to Conrad for a reason. And, you know, we've lost 50 health. It boggles my mind. But yeah, I want to pick up this experience before it goes away because, you know, we still want to level up. I love to level up. I'm addicted to it. I can't help it. I'm sorry. It's just so here, and it levels us up, and it refills our health to max. I mean, everything we just got, we literally just healed back up. Every point of damage. But hopefully, okay, if we stay here, they'll come up from behind. These sandmen, they spawn around us. So one will spawn very close behind us. Oh, jeez. Okay, so face this way. Come on. You want the sandmen in this top right corner. We want them to walk up. They're so close. They are so close. Please, sand people. Please. Please hit me. It's all I want. And I see things disappearing and I want to move, but I want these sand people to hit me. It has to happen. It has to happen. Sand people. I don't get it. I mean, the vines went to the south. I need to pick up this experience. It's too juicy. I'm sorry. The addiction was too strong. So yeah, it's a bit much. We tried. We're literally trying to die. That is, with our current setup, the best way to die is literally to stand still, because it's not orbital fire where moving hurts you. It's not cleave where facing one direction and you don't hit another direction. So basically any direction we move in dies because it is arrow. But you can see our health still just ticks up, and it's ticking up. Things are dying to Grand Hex, which I thought Grand Hex was a bad choice. But it is actually protecting us pretty well, so good on Grand Hex. Bone, again, doesn't do that much. Okay, every time I click that, it changes my direction. That's perfectly fine. But Bone generally doesn't protect us that much, but Grand Hex is actually doing some serious work, and our health still just ticks up. You know, I mean, we're taking some hits now, finally. Fantastic. We're getting closer to the boss. I should have taken that 3 damage for the arrow. That was my fault. Let's get a level or two, or hopefully. And again, just us facing the enemies, they die. Arrow is just hitting that hard. I just want to level because we level twice, we gain most of our health back, plus we're still gaining that health. 20% chance per cast. Again, we're roughly gaining a hit point a second, which, I mean, on the grand scheme of things, 60 seconds in a minute, you know, we probably had our max speed for at least 10 minutes. So, we're talking 600 health. That's not bad. That's triple our health. That's actually more than we had in the last video. Let's take some damage, but it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna stand here. I'm gonna walk into the boss, and I mean, I was literally walking into the boss. I was trying to die. And Arrow, between Arrow just killing it because it was doing so much damage, and, you know, everything, it's just why is it so strong? But we did have a ton of points in damage. So, this is not even a contest. I mean, this was literally, how do you die the game with that, you know, while still trying to play. I mean, I want to preface this is while still trying to play, because no matter what you do, you can die. I from the very beginning, I could have stayed in one place and not done it. But the whole goal is to try and play, and yet die or try to die. And once Arrow's speed got up to close to max, between the Arrow's HP gain and just Arrow's damage, because any direction that you're looking at just dies, it basically became impossible to die. I mean, I feel like Magnus was immortal. Anytime we'd get low from standing still, basically, it was okay. It took us a minute, and we finally lost half of our HP. You know what? Let's just gain the experience around us. Oh, we gained 2 levels. Well, that's 20 HP. In that time, we also gained 10 HP from Arrow. And it just snowballed and snowballed. As far as I'm concerned, that's ridiculously powerful. Is it as ridiculously fun as other things? No. No. Power does not equal fun at all times. There are certain things where power does equal fun, like with Maxine. You know, she's my girl. You know, just power is fun because you're just so fast, and that's what's fun. So yes. Can we die? I would say this is almost impossible to die with after you get to a certain level. It's ridiculous and beautiful, and I can't complain about it. So thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. And by Saturday, I mean whatever day you are watching this. This is being released on a Saturday, hence I said Saturday. Please like, comment, subscribe. I would love to hear some comments. Let me know. The patch is coming. I am looking forward to it. And there will be ranged attacks. I should have mentioned that earlier, but there will be ranged attacks. We are getting auras around bosses. We are getting projectiles from enemies. And some of the screenshots look fantastic. If you would like to see them, please let me know. They are on the Discord. Check out the Discord. I wholly suggest you do. Thank you so much. I will catch you in the next video. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Probably another Magnus one, because I am enjoying seeing if Magnus can die. It's basically no. So, but I still have some things to do as well with like worst builds and challenge runs with other characters. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I will catch you next time. Take care, and happy hunting.